The Golden State Warriors are now over a month into free agency. Most teams have already figured out their rosters. For Golden State, however, they only have 13 players under standard contracts, meaning there is still 2 roster spots left to fill up. For weeks, we've all been wondering who Mike Dunleavy was going to target. Well, we may have our answer. First, according to NBA insider Siegel, the Golden State Warriors are showing serious interest in veteran center Kelly Olynyk. And then, according to Fischer, Golden State is also looking at veteran forward Georges Niang. Honestly, I think both of these moves make a lot of sense. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. Yo, what's up guys, Jason here back with a new video. If this is your first time watching, I cover the Golden State Warriors every single day on YouTube, along with other NBA news, trades, and rumors on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok. If you're a basketball fan, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because you do not want to miss any of my future upload. Now, let's start first with Kelly Olynyk. This isn't anything new, because a few days ago we learned that Golden State has interest in him. However, according to Siegel, the Warriors have actually been interested in Kelly Olynyk for the last 2 to 3 years. Now that he is available on a veteran minimum, Golden State has a realistic chance to get him. And when you look at the current roster, the fit is obvious. Yes, the Warriors have Kristaps Porziņģis, they brought back Horford, and they re-signed Georges Niang. A few days ago, I even said that Golden State doesn't need one more center given this amount of depth. However, there is one problem I forgot to mention. Horford just turned 40 years old. The Golden State Warriors know they are going to have to manage his workload. He is likely not going to play any back-to-back games. This past season, Horford only played 45 games for the Warriors. Now, obviously, we have Georges Niang, who is going to give you good rim protection, but he is not a good floor spacer whatsoever. That is exactly where Kelly Olynyk comes in. He is a legitimate 7-footer who can shoot the 3, pass the basketball, and keep the offense flowing. Even though this past season wasn't great, I mean, when you have Victor Wembanyama and Luke Kornet in front of you, you are likely not going to get much meaningful playing minutes. However, the year before that with the Pelicans, in just 25 minutes, Kelly Olynyk was averaging almost 11 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 3.6 assists, while shooting almost 39% from 3. That right there is exactly the type of big man Steve Kerr has always loved. Somebody who is able to space the floor, move the basketball, and fit seamlessly into Golden State's offense. On a veteran minimum, there's almost zero risk. Now, with that out the way, here is the player I am actually a little bit more excited about, Georges Niang. Last season was basically a lost year. He suffered a stress fracture before the season, never played, eventually got waived, and has quietly disappeared from the NBA conversation. But before the injury, Georges Niang was one of the league's best stretch forwards. For his career, he is a 40% three-point shooter. Most recently with the Hawks, he shot over 41% from 3. That is elite. He is also 6'7", which gives Golden State another bigger wing they desperately need. Because remember, Jimmy Butler is going to miss at least the first half of the season, and Moses Moody also will not be available at the start. That means the Warriors are going to need shooting, wing depth, and veterans who understand how to play without the basketball. Georges Niang checks every box. Honestly, in my opinion, he can become a premium version of what Seth Curry gave the Warriors this past year, except he is 4 inches taller, can play either forward spot, can defend much better, and perfectly fits under Steve Kerr's spacing offense. Now, I know Warriors fans are going to ask, why are we not making any other major addition? The reasoning is pretty simple. The Warriors are protecting their financial flexibility. As of now, Golden State is still sitting below the second apron. They do not want to jeopardize that, especially with Brandon Podziemski's extension coming up soon, and with next offseason shaping up to be one of the biggest free agent classes we've seen in years. Instead of spreading assets, Mike Dunleavy is looking for value, veteran minimum contracts, low-risk additions, players that fit the Warriors system. That is exactly what Kelly Olynyk and Georges Niang represent. In my opinion, if I could sign both players, I would. Kelly Olynyk gives you another skilled passing big, somebody who is able to keep the offense moving whenever Horford is not available. Georges Niang gives you what this roster needs right now: size, floor spacing, veteran experience, and another 40% three-point shooter. Now, obviously, neither player is going to headline ESPN. Neither player is going to sell jerseys or tickets. But contenders are not built with just star players. They are built with reliable role players that know exactly how to play their role. And honestly, I think both Kelly Olynyk and Georges Niang could become two of the most underrated signings of the entire Warriors offseason. But again, that's just my opinion and I want to hear from you guys. If you are the Warriors front office, would you sign Kelly Olynyk, Georges Niang, or both players? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Alright guys, that's all we got for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on social media, all linked below in the description box. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.